Welcome to East Pokot Deanery, Catholic Diocese of Nakuru, a journey to Tangulu Bay Parish. In the spirit of synodality, the Holy Ghost Fathers and the Sisters of the Servants of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and of the Poor work collaboratively to provide education to the Pokot community.
My name is Sister Helen Chetkiru from the Congregation of the Servants of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and of the Poor. I work in this mission of Pokot land. The school is St. Mary Magdalene. The school just began. This is the second year. We arrived just last year, the end of the month of May. When we came to this place, the school was already there with the two teachers who are under teaching practice from Montessori. So we just picked from there, and we had total number of children were 80 by that time. So when I joined them as a teacher, because I am a ECD teacher, so I picked from there and I was appointed to be in charge of the school. So we just began. Of course, when we came to this place, the parents were not paying not even a shilling. So it was very difficult to run a school without any coin. Because this area, education is not in their mind. The first time when I arrived, it was difficult to tell them that they have to pay. So I just let the term finish, and then we sat down with the priest, and then I told him I don't think whether the school will perform without finance. So we needed to call the parents to tell them that they have to chip in to pay something so that to support the school. And it's very difficult even up to now. But thank God, those who have already known about the importance of education, they were able to accept to pay something small. Though it's not enough, but they started paying something that assisted us to end the year. That was last year. And then the beginning of this year, the group that was there, we had a group of almost 20 children that they were ready for grade 1. And we did not have any plan of having a primary school. But when we saw with the priest and the sisters, we say, even though we have formed them in the nursery school, where will they go? They'll end up going back again where they were coming from. So we agreed that we need to have a primary school, even though we did not have any finance to begin. But we just put our trust in God that we are going to begin. And then from there we began using the same building that was meant for the nursery school. That is why we have divided into two. So we began the primary school with 16. So in between we had those who came from public school, and they joined us because they saw that something good is coming from St. Mary Magdalene School. So we needed to look for a teacher, and in this area to get a teacher is very difficult. First we had one that was coming from Western. So he came for a visit, and we hoped that he was coming to stay with us. But seeing the distance and the road, arriving here, he just decided, no, this is not my place. He just went back. Another challenge is this place is remote area. We don't have a shopping center. You cannot get even food to buy. You need to walk for distance because we don't have a means of transport. So bringing somebody from outside the place, he feels that this is another world. And we don't have teachers, the people from around who are already trained as teachers. So it's a challenge. So thank God we went back to Western, because we believe that people from Western, they know how to work in hardship places. So thank God we found another teacher from Bungoma. He came, he accepted, he came, and he's with us up to now. He's a very good teacher, a very committed teacher. For him, did not matter the distance, the place. For him is just, sister, I came to help the Pokot people. So he accepted, and he's with us until now. And we thank God for that. First of all, us as a congregation, our charism is to help the girl child. So when we were asked to come to Pokot and they surveyed and they saw this the hardship place, and our founding father, his dream was always for us to go to hardship places. So the congregation accepted to come here. So the dream of the congregation is to help this girl child to have a better life in future. And that is why we are here, to help this child to be good mothers tomorrow. Because we found also in this place, mothers are voiceless in the community of Pokot. So our dream is to help this girl child and also to help the mothers. We can get support from other people, because with us alone we cannot manage to help these people. We are not leaving behind, of course, the boys. The school is mixed, but our aim is, we know that when this girl will get education, we have already educated the region. In the culture of Pokot, mother is termed as a child. So even when they talk in their language, they group a mother or a woman in the group of children. And you know, in the society, African society, a child, a baby, is not hard. So women here do suffer a lot because they are grouped in the group of children. Even when we have meetings, they are not supposed to stand up in front of people to speak. They are not heard. Even us ourselves, as women, sisters, it was very difficult for them. When we stand in front of them to tell them something, it's not very easy for them to get, because they have that in their mind that a woman is nowhere. So we are trying to bring these women to feel that they are part of the society. Their work in their community, they are used to be just women, to bear children, and even those children, they are not assisted to bring them up. They are the ones to struggle for them to get the food, for them to get the clothing, and even if maybe they are making an effort to bring them to school, they are the ones to look for the funds. So women, they do suffer a lot in this area of Pokot. That is one of our dreams, that if we can be able to help these women to come out and to have even their own way they can sustain their families, we will be happy. That is going to be our joy. Because when we go around even to their homes, you feel pity on them, because no one is there to assist them. And yet, you know, for Pokot, their culture, they are still under polygamous families. And then in those families, you find a woman having children more than 10. So having more than 10 children and having nothing to sustain them is very difficult. But a mother has to be there for those children. When we came here, they were providing porridge, and the children, they were coming not to study. They were coming because there was something to be given. Of course, because also that by that time it was very dry. They had not harvested for 4 years. They were not having food in their homes, so they were just coming not only to study but to have something, because by that time when you could find children coming, they have stayed for 3 days without meal. Just come, they take that porridge, they go home until the next day. So when we sat down and we saw that this porridge is not going to assist them so much, so lucky enough we started asking funds from outside. We had a friend of ours that came to visit us, and I shared with him this dream that I wanted to have something more than the porridge in the school, so that these children can have something. So lucky enough, he accepted and he supported us, and he's still supporting us up to date. So monthly he gives us something, we buy food. Now we provide porridge at 10 o'clock and we provide food for lunch. And then they stayed until evening and then we release them. I think they are safe when they are in school because at home, even those who are coming to school, we have some cases that they come by themselves. They escape from their family. They come to ask if they can be accepted to study. And some of them, they come and saying, sister, we want to stay here in school. They don't want to go back home, but we don't have a boarding school. So our dream in future also we can have a boarding school so that they can stay here. Because when they come to school and they go back home, they are pulled again by their colleagues to go back to their culture. For example, if they are girls, that already we have girls from grade 1 that they are already 13 years old. Those are already big women. So during holidays, we have that fear that they might not come back to school because they can be forced to be married. They can also, because here they still practice circumcision. So our fear is that when they go back, they are not safe. They go back to their families, they are not safe. So if we could have a way of having them full-time in school, perhaps when they are grown up, they are able to defend themselves, but when they are still young, at that age, they are not able. Some of them, they are living around. Some of them, they walk even 15 kilometers. Because the distance between a school that is, we can say is near here, is between 12 to 15 kilometers. And those are 2 schools, I think they are public school. So we have even those who are coming from very far. At the beginning we had 80. So being a pastoralist place, they move also. That is another challenge that you find today you have, tomorrow they are gone. That is why the number is going up and going down, and there is no much difference. Not because they are not admitted. Like this year, we lost almost 20. Some of them, they went to public school because they feared to pay. Some of them, they went completely. Some of them, they shifted from the place. Thank God because He really opened our eyes to come to this place, because not everybody would like to be in this place. But we thank God, and we always tell God to that's the grace so that we can give up really what we are and what we have to assist these people, because really when you compare this place and other places, you feel that you are not in the same country. They are really neglected completely.
2018, 2019, people could come in the mission and ask for food. You know, we have no food. They are coming for food. But now they are coming, my child has to go to school. So you see the narrative is changing slowly by slowly, because they are seeing the fruits of those who have gone to school. But you know that is a small fraction of the population of the Itiati, because the illiteracy is very high. But at least we can say the little years we have spent and opening up with a few schools, we see the change in the life of people, which is important for us as missionaries. And we pray to continue with that.
What we wish is that we can get support from well-wishers. If we can get people who can support to pay for them the school fee, so that they are able to continue their studies. Because when we get someone who can pay from this level, even they can assist up to the next level, even up to get their career, it is going to be our joy. Another thing is we can get also those who can assist us to help in feeding program. Also there are needs that they need, like books, materials in the field of studies. We need also clothing, even to have uniform is a problem. So we needed also to look for some other people to assist even to have the uniform, and also to have a place to stay. a boarding school. That is our dream. Because our dream here is not only to have a primary school, we wish to have even a secondary school around this compound. So that whomever we mold from here, we don't leave them just remain there. Because even the secondary schools around here, they are very few and they are very far from the place. So if we can get that, we will also appreciate.
So our dreams is like now St. Magdalene to become another bigger school so that it can give birth to more schools down the valley where you can get access to come. More schools to the mountains where they can come to come this side.
Our charism is transfiguration with Christ, servants and obedient. We are in here and this charism manifests in the service the more poor and working especially for promoting the women and the children. This is our special charisma.